Scottish people attitude to the English.
What do men have under their kilts?
Do you imagine walking in this?
To life.
Guys are quatralingual.
I had big communication problems. This is Harry's tweed. Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra. I'm a production designer. I also discover life in its different aspects, and in this vlog we'll visit Edinburgh, where I'll meet with my friend who we studied at an art academy together, and we'll be walking through the city. Take you with me to the art galleries, pubs, the sea, but also I'm visiting my friend, and that's why I want to devote this vlog to friendship, because as an immigrant I do miss it a lot, and as a child I struggled making friends, so it's very valuable for me today, and I want to convey this atmosphere of friendship, of discovering a new city. So just relax and join me, and let's start discovering Edinburgh. Good morning. It's early in the morning and I woke up because I'm coming to Edinburgh. I'm visiting my friends. One of them is my ex-groupmate who studied at an art academy together, and I visit her and her boyfriend when they visited me here in Manchester. My friend, she's an artist and she's an amazing artist. It was next to my birthday and they gave me this picture of me. She made it actually, my portrait. I think it does look like me. I actually really love it because it's so nice to receive a portrait from someone who you admire, who think is a great artist. It's very pleasant. So I have a version of me here, living in Manchester. They also gave me, by the way, the flower, and it was blooming that time. It was so cute, and the flower is still with us, which is my achievement. I believe that it's still alive and intact. They also got me some Scottish cookies, which were so tasty that I buy them all the time now. So if I put on weight, it's because of my friends. And I'm going to them, and I also made them some little gifts because we usually do so when we visit someone. I used their idea, but I made it different. I made this, it's a picture of them. When they visited me in Manchester, I took this picture on my film camera, and I think it's so cute. They're so nice here. I think it's lovely. And I bought this vintage frame too. And I also gave them some cookies, mostly because of the beautiful box, of course. Nice, isn't it? And they like to cook, so I thought that this would also be nice. Himalayan salt. So anyway, some cute little things. I need to go now. I take you with me and we'll be discovering Edinburgh with the locals, which is nice. What's funny about this train station is, you know that it's rainy here, and I thought, oh, it's nice. They protected it from the rain, because last time I was here it was very rainy. But look at this. There is nothing there. Why not to make something to protect from the rain? It's funny. Why even build this whole thing without the cover? I'm lucky so far because my train seems to be on time and not cancelled, because here in the UK there are so many strikes, unfortunately. For example, last time when I went to Glasgow, I came to my train station and there was no main train on the list. I didn't realize what was going on. I went to ask someone, and I was told, go there is your bus. I said, sorry, I bought a ticket for a train. They said, no, go look for a bus over there. I went and there was actually a bus station, so I had to go here and there and ask people to find my bus. So it turned out that it was a substitute bus because the train was cancelled. It's okay that it was substitute bus, because sometimes they don't even provide a substitute, it just cancels and nothing happens there, which is very annoying, I think, when you have the plans, especially if you need to get to an airplane after or something like that. So anyway, I had my bus, it was nice, but still when you pay for a train and you get a bus which is cheaper and which is less comfortable, I think it's still not very nice, and it does happen here. So, but still, yeah, having something is better than nothing. But today it seems to be on time. I'm now in Preston, it's a change, and they have a beautiful train station here. And I've just developed my fill recently, and I have a picture of this exact station. I'll show it to you here. Oh, it's so nice to have some memories about it. Fun fact, if you're not from the UK, you may pronounce Edinburgh as Edinburgh, the way it's written. But actually the locals don't say it like this. When I first was in Scotland, in Glasgow, I was at a train station and there was an announcement: passengers traveling to Edinburgh, please go to platform. And I thought, excuse me, where exactly are you traveling? And I asked my friends who live in Scotland, how do you actually pronounce that word? And they wrote me Edinburgh. That is the correct pronunciation. Edinburgh. Edinburgh. But when they say fast, it may sound confusing. But now you know. If you didn't know before, tell me, which version did you use? Edinburgh or Edinburgh? First we went to my friend's house. She cooked delicious food for me and they live in an old building. I'll show you around. And I had to interview her. Yesterday I was watching this film, A Brave Heart, and Scottish people obviously hate English people because they, you know, had a lot of wars, etc. And how do you think today Scottish people attitude to the English?
I don't really know. It probably depends on
What you just said.
the city where you live. For example, Edinburgh, it's very English, Scottish city because a lot of students, English students, come to study here. But like in Glasgow, I think this confrontation is much bigger than.
Yeah, it still exists.
Yeah, I think like not like direct.
Yeah,
But
something like that.
that's what I noticed. And what people like when you usually say something about English, England, English, like they can make a joke.
Being ironic about English people. Oh wow, that's funny. Thank you. In general, guys told me that the relations between the Scottish and English people is more like friendly rivalry, but not any actual hatred nowadays. Artist and the art. Love this picture. Tell us, does it have any idea behind it? Usual artists don't know themselves.
No, just I had a little sketch. So this picture, you can see this corner. Started just from.
It's the most beautiful to see the process, the sketches.
It started from here. I didn't really understand what it can be, and after that I realized that it can be a dog with the long legs, and just yes.
I love it.
Dog with a long leg, you know.
So you first felt it and then it turned out to be a dog. When I asked my art teacher, who's an amazing artist too, how did she come up with the idea, she basically tells me that it was just born through her, like that. You've created it where we studied together.
Yeah.
I remember this picture.
For Kafka's story. Karpati, where we've been with you.
Yes, we've been there together. Such a lovely picture and memories. The year before the war, yes. You guys live in an old building in Edinburgh next to the city centre. Wow. I love that it's wood and it's so beautiful and color is amazing. And we went to walk around the city.
What are the best features of Edinburgh, please?
Free parking near hospital.
Do you visit hospital that often? You're not even 30. It's Halloween Eve. Let's have a closer look at this beautiful wedding. The dog with the flowers is just something, and everyone's wearing the kilts and these beautiful dresses, just wow. Go back far enough and all mankind are cousins. I agree with this, and you? Because we're artists, we love art galleries, so I'll show you some of the best pictures that I found. Amazing. Embroidery. This is awesome. This is a sketch and this is a painting. And I love the sketch even more because it has more air in it, something more realistic and light. Tell me, what is your mood of the day? I think I'm number one today. Write in the comments. Rembrandt is one of my favorite artists. Here you can see a girl with a hat. Whose hat she's holding? It's an interesting story and you can often see it in the museums. That is Salome. She's the granddaughter of Herod the Great, who's known for being one of the most famous tyrants. And there is a story about this chopped head. According to the Gospel of Mark, Herodias is a mother of Salome, bore a grudge against John the Baptist for stating that Herod's marriage to her was unlawful. Herodias' daughter had danced before Herod at his birthday celebration, and in return she was told she could ask for anything. After consulting with her mother, the girl asked for the head of John. So this is actually John the Baptist. Can you imagine? It's one of the most prominent figures from Bible and ancient history. That is very interesting. So now you know what's the story about. And here you can see a picture by John Sargent, one of my favorite artists too. Look at these details, beautiful work. We were at an art gallery and we discussed it because we studied together, we studied history of art, and it was so interesting, and it's so nice when you have something in common vision. Yep. Yeah. We've enjoyed it. My first impressions from Edinburgh. It's so beautiful and so romantic, and this weather is just so good for this town. We decided to have a rest and Elena took me to this beautiful ex-cinema. It was a picture house before, or a cinema, and now it's a restaurant. And I'm drinking whiskey. I had to try it in Scotland, you know. We'll see. I hope I'll get home safe and sound. We're now coming to this beautiful bar. Yahoo! Cheers!
Got much money, but the show got class. Well, I ain't got much money, the show got class.
We drank some beer and at that moment my camera died, so nobody knows what was after. But look at another thing that we saw that night. Is it Halloween or is it Christmas? It's 25th of October. I just had a hot shower, which is amazing after a long day, but I barely managed to remove my makeup, and I will tell you why tomorrow. You can also see it in my eyes that I did struggle with it. See that red eyes? Good night, everyone. Good morning, it's such a sunny day and I promised to tell you what happened to my makeup yesterday. I was trying to remove my makeup, and here in the UK we have in old buildings hot water and cold water. And when I say hot, it's literally very, very hot. This one is very cold. So I opened it and I was trying to do something, but I can't be using this water to remove my makeup. It's like, oh, this is cold. This is too hot. And I was trying to do this and that and to mix it somehow in my hands and then to wash everything up. And then when I was all in gel on my face and got into my eyes, so I just basically ended up doing it with a shower because I just wasn't able to do that thing normally, not burning my face. So that's why I had red eyes yesterday. Here I'm giving the gift and Alina seems to be surprised and happy.
Это так мило.
Да? Мне тоже кажется, что мило. Это ж в Манчестере, это на пленку.
Да, блин, классно, спасибо.
We're now going to go to some shop to try on some tweed things and see some fabrics, and then we're going to go to the sea and then we'll see what's next. Look at this, always dreamt. What do you say? Let's look at a kilt. Has a fringe here. There's something here. The price is £255. This kilt is £500 and it's so heavy, it has so much fabric here. But it is beautiful and dense. Amazing. These are so cute for my cat. What's interesting about kilt is that it takes 8 yards of fabric to make a real kilt. There is also a shorter version too. But before, kilts were longer and they could be used as a blanket actually. Can you imagine? That is smart. You probably know about traditional Scottish tartan print, and early tartans were only particular to locals, but later people could roughly identify certain clans and families through the patterns, and the wealthier and more powerful someone was, the more colors and more difficult tartan he had. And it is said that men should wear nothing under the kilt. Is it the truth? Actually, just recently YouTube showed me something that I would never think about myself. How to handle kilt lifters. Did you even know that men wearing kilt encounter this problem? They've been harassed for a long time, as this picture shows us. Poor men. There is statistic research. What do men have under their kilt? To be honest, I've encountered some distinguished gentlemen and I wanted to do the same. But I controlled myself, I didn't. It is curious, so let's reveal the results of that questionnaire. What do men have under their kilts? Da-da-da, 55 not traditional, wearing the underwear. 38, I think it's a big percentage, wearing nothing. So around 40% of the people that you've seen of my video wearing nothing. And only 7% wear something else like shorts. What do you think of this? What would you wear under your kilt? Write in the comments, and do you think we should adhere to such traditions or it's something outdated? I personally like that people continue wearing it for, you see, such big events like the wedding. I think it's so nice and beautiful. And on this square, people wear hand in the medieval times, just like that. This is one of the central streets of Edinburgh, and John Rowland lived in Edinburgh and wrote a lot of Harry Potter books here, especially in one cafe on this street, and it's said that Harry Potter itself is inspired a lot by Edinburgh. There are shops about Harry Potter, etc. And let's have a closer look at real Scottish wool and tweed fabrics. This is such a nice shop. Just look at this beautiful cloth with very nice quality. I've tried some on. Tell me what you think. Does it suit me or do I look too serious? In general, I like this jacket a lot. Just it's very classic model. The quality is exquisite. It's Harris tweed, which is the best tweed that is made on outer Hebrides, and it's expensive. It's very nice quality. Super nice. Halloween came from Scotland and Ireland, north, and it's a big thing here. So cute. We're so expensive kilts, but there is this nice vintage shop where you can buy pre-loved kilt for 50-60 pounds. It's a nice place. Another cool thing in Scotland is that the government cares about women and gives period products for free. Can you imagine that? And also what's cool in Scotland is that the higher education is free for Scottish people, which is absolutely amazing. So you can buy a bagpipe and do the sounds at home if you like the music. Or terribly annoy the neighbors if you hate them and don't know how to play that. Let's finally go to the fabric shop. This is Harris tweed, and it seems to be less expensive than I saw online, because online it was like 80 pounds per meter. You can only buy this in Scotland, I think. Strawberry sift. I want to buy the fabric for a jacket. I really like this one and this one, so I'm not sure what to buy. What would you buy? Tell me. I've decided to draw some inspiration from the local museum and look at these beautiful dresses. Do you imagine walking in this? Using a bathroom? I want to wear this for my wedding. And we also had a quick look at a modern art gallery. And I just had some fun. No! I don't agree with you. I believe in miracles. We're going somewhere. We're now in a double-decker bus on a second deck, of course. The sea, guys! I wish I could swim. But not today, definitely. It's so beautiful here. Absolutely looks like a resort. And this beautiful, beautiful sky. Cheers! To life. We have philosophical talks about life on the Portobello beach. The rain has started. I think it's been a story behind this. We're coming home and you'll meet Marek, Alina's boyfriend, who's half English, half Slovak, and speaks both languages. Immaculate, a cheater. So I also speak Ukrainian and Russian as my native ones.
It's the sort of like classic cheap Slovak alcohol, and like no one actually likes the taste of it.
That's a cocktail that Marek invented. Did I show that?
And Alina bastardized.
Iron brew and borovička.
Very good pronunciation.
Давай, пусть Марek скажет паляница.
Palanica.
Oh, it was quite good. Alina, palanica. Yeah. Again?
Palanica.
Yeah, it was okay. Well done.
More important than all other aims in man's life, and therefore it is quite worthy of.
Like he's a bit like too much.
Like in English there is such word, but you say it in a bad way, like a buskiller. When there is a party and he comes there and he's I don't. But we say it in a good way. When you come to a party and you start this philosophical talk, like Schopenhauer told. What you do with borovička? Ты душнила? I like the way you speak all the different languages. Like the guys are quatralingual. Alina speaks Ukrainian and Russian. Marek speaks English, Slovak, and Czech. And it's just so cute. Alina, say something in Russian to Marek. As you ask him, how was his day?
Я лучше розумею, але ніякого.
Скажи просто мне.
Что хочешь слышать?
Как твои дела?
Ну нормально, хорошо.
It's very cute. Like sometimes you speak Russian and he answers in English, and it's so funny.
Yeah, I'm very angry. I think that we should stop that.
Why?
I need to develop my English because it's Скажи, пожалуйста, такой кринж. Это не может видеть никогда.
Мамочку. That's all I remember in Czech.
You're not just learning the language, you're learning all the social niceties that like, you know, like if someone moved to Ukraine, they would have to...
Understood by people and this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, probably I didn't really have any experience, a real experience here, but I don't know.
Sure.
Like, even having that job interview.
Here we're asking a book the questions. Let's see what it says. Do you also do this, by the way? It's a funny way to play.
Wasn't so cute. God only knows I've tried.
It was so nice to spend time like this with your friends, because when you're an immigrant, you don't have a lot of opportunities to spend time with someone talking about Schopenhauer and all the life issues and philosophical questions, and it just feels like home, and you have this deep soul connections, and I love it so much. It's so much about our culture and I do miss it, so I'm so happy. It just feels like my soul is happy now. I can't sleep, and guess why? Because I'm lying and thinking whether I need to buy that fabric or not. I'm not sure, but I like it and I want to get something from Scotland. I'm off an artistic someone. Alina fed me every day. How lucky am I? Hi, it's another day in Edinburgh, and I was thinking, how great is it to have friends to be able to
visit each other, spend time together, because when I was a child I had big communication problems. I didn't know how to make friends. I was so shy, and during all my life I was struggling to learn that, to actually build that skill, making friends and finding them. And I think that I've now succeeded in it quite, and now it feels so good that I know that I have friends, and it is important for me, this nice and communication with interesting people. But I have now another challenge, because I'm now living in England. I want to be involved and integrated into the culture where I live, and have local friends and understand what's going on around. And it's challenging. It's the same as when I was a child. It was difficult for me. The same, it will take some time for me to organize the kind of life, social life that I want here.
It's my last day in Edinburgh, a little walk, and I'm coming back home to Manchester. Let me show you what I bought in Edinburgh. So I wanted to buy the fabric. I have it here, I'll show you just in a minute. I wanted to buy something with tartan print because it's very Scottish, it's very local. But then I realized that I want to make a nice jacket for me, and the idea in my head will work best with something plain without any print. And I've decided not to buy a tartan print so far. So I got this beautiful plain fabric. This is 100% Shetland wool. It's from Abraham Moon Company. It's a tweed. It also had this little stripes, so you can see. It looks like this. And this is the color that I wanted because it will look very beautiful with the jacket that I have in my mind. We will be sewing it later, and I of course will show you the process. Also, let's read something about Shetland wool. I actually wanted to buy something Scottish, as I told you already, but this Abraham Moon fabric is from Yorkshire, and I live in Manchester. Yorkshire is close to Manchester, so it's England, it's not Scotland. But the Shetland wool is actually located not in England. These are the islands. I will read a little about it. So Shetland is a subarctic archipelago around 130 miles north of mainland Scotland, somewhat isolated out in the Northern Sea. So it's far away. Can you imagine? There is this information. The story of the Shetland sheep goes back as far as 4,500 years ago, when Shetland's early farmers grazed small flocks. Of course, the technology changed with the time, but still it's interesting that it goes back to such a long period of time. And because it's quite northern territories, this fabric is very warm. Traditional Shetland wood has an obvious unique crimp that gives a lot of elasticity to the fiber and loft unique to Shetland. The crimp makes the wool very suitable for yarns and woven goods, whereas the loft creates volume in knitwear while remaining lightweight, giving the wool unique insulation properties. That is the idea. So I love it. I hope I'll be sewing from it very, very soon. Also, because I bought it in Edinburgh, there is a shop, Edinburgh Fabrics. I will leave the links below. You can order there the best wools, Scottish ones, and also they have from Yorkshire, from different places, and it's a really lovely shop. You can order many things there. So I've decided that when I want something from tartan, and when I know what exactly I want, how to use it, I always can order good wool there. Another thing I bought in Scotland, it just feels so warm and cozy that I want to stay in it. Another thing I bought in Scotland was this beautiful scissors from a vintage shop. I thought that they would be more expensive, but they were lying somewhere among all the sewing things, and they gave me just for 99p. and it said that it's from Sheffield, UK, which is also close to Manchester. They're so nice because they're rounded. I can cut, for example, where I need to cut extra seam allowance and not spoil the main fabric. Great. And they're also very sharp, because I thought that it's vintage, it may be not very useful, though it's pretty, but they are sharp and I can actually use them. Let's check. It also gives a nice sound. So here we have one thread. Ta-da! I don't know if you saw anything, but it did work. So that was my vlog from Edinburgh. I really enjoyed this time. It was a lovely trip. It's a lovely city. Hope you enjoyed it too. Tell me if you have any insights. What did you like the most? Would you like to visit it too? Or maybe you know some places that I haven't visited yet, so I may be going there one more time. Please give this video a like. It will really help me and support my little channel. And subscribe, because I'll be doing many interesting things, including sewing from this fabric. So I'll see you in the future videos. Bye.